Catch that on Nitty TV, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Only on Nitty.
Only on the Nitty. I'm telling y'all.
Only on Nitty. It's exclusive.
And this is
So we live on Nitty TV, man. Got a special guest in the building.
You did?
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, introduce yourself, man.
Man, I'm Beaux Leaux, spell it Creole, man. Beaux-Leaux, man. That's me.
Okay. So you from the NO, right?
I'm all Baron, brother.
Baron.
Yeah, Baron and MLK.
Okay. Oh, Baron and MLK.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, took me over there, man. yeah, Baron and MLK. That's what's up, bro. So, what you got coming up with the music? Like, what's
See, bro, I got a tape on the way called MVP, Morals, Values, and Principles.
Morals, Values, and Principles.
Morals, Values, and Principles.
Okay, yeah, that's a nice twist to that MVP.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
That's the game missing in every aspect.
Okay. Yeah. I just heard some stuff you let me hear, bro. You got some, you got that work, bro.
Yeah, that's that, bro. I got like 4 tapes on Apple Music, Google videos and all that. I just gotta, get back, we'll get another roll out, how I'm finna roll it out.
Okay. So when that album dropping, that
Man,
MVP?
soon, bro, soon. I'm basically done with that, but I'm just gotta get a mix and master now, you hear me?
Okay.
Just gotta get them bust down, that's it.
Okay. So you independent, you with a label, like how you rock?
I ain't with nothing, I'm hustling.
Independent.
I'm getting it on.
Independent, that's
I'm
what's
getting
up,
it on. It's the realest when you trying to make it.
Right.
You hear me? Trying to make it the realest, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm at with it, just shit, like how you say, fuck. Keep grinding as long as I'm here. Like, nigga ain't dead, nigga ain't in jail, so I'm gonna keep going with this shit. Nigga get sidetracked. That's life, but as long as you don't quit, fuck. You know what I'm saying? 100 pennies get you $1.
Big
4
fact.
quarters, 20 nickels. As long as you don't stop, you gotta put your change together.
Big fact.
Yeah.
How long you been doing it? How long you been rapping?
Say, bro, I dropped my first tape around COVID time.
Yeah?
Yeah, like around COVID time.
About 2019.
2020. 2020, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, some shit like that. First it was just on some college shit, like, nigga having kickbacks after the game, nigga in the locker room beating on the table. And then nigga like, bitch, you be playing, you know how to rap for real, why you don't rap? But I'm out of town, I don't really know, like, when you in college, they section y'all off, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know some people that just doing shit, but I wasn't really fucking with that, wasn't really no reality, like, to me, you know what I'm saying? Until I really got out of school and like, I really go, right, let me try to write some shit and go rap. And then our rap man, Dad came.
Right.
Then, fuck, Black Hearts and Gorilla Emos came. Then, No Black Ball and the Black Sheep. Then, Astronaut Beaux Leaux, so
that's what motivated you? Like, what motivated you to actually start rapping?
Because it was around the time I was looking for a talent, like what I'm gonna do, like what God gave me. And I'm like, some niggas just fast, some niggas just was born fast. Y'all was racing, playing It in the Hood and all that, and niggas just was fast. Some niggas just got the gift for gab, some niggas was born with buku charisma, like, you know what I'm saying? And it was just mine, like out the blue, like how I know how to rap. I don't even know how I know how to rap. And it ain't just no gimmick rap, like it's real, like, how the fuck you thought of that rap? It's just that chill bump rap when I won't give you that. So it's like, I'm gonna take my talent and try to multiply it. So that's what really I had to find, like doing me on a journey of finding myself, that's how I figured out, like, yeah. So, and it just became passionate to me, like.
So you mentioned you was from Baron, Martin Luther King and Baron.
That's where I'm from, yeah, for sure.
Okay. So what is like coming up in that area? Man,
my era was, so like, the Hit 'em Hard Boys era, right? But I'm a kid around this time, but that's who I got to see hustle. That's who I got to see be them dudes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's who I got to see, like, the real, like, street shit from, and they ain't my family, like, that's just, cause I'm really off literally Baron and Martin Luther King, like, on the corner, like, so them was the niggas, like, really, like, hustling on that block. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to Get It. Niggas like Get It come through. I'm a little kid, we playing football. He like, let me see the football. We throwing the football. We see he hustling, all them dudes hustling. So, they go to, we in the store, they in the store, they buying us something and shit like that. So them type of dudes I looked up to, and Bullet, like, Bullet like fam. That's the coolest thing, I had a family out of them, or be Bullet, you know what I'm saying? Cause his daddy talked to my grandma. You hear me, on some shit like that, cause they older than me, but like, it was like a normal New Orleans thing, bro, fuck, niggas hustling and you just surviving. Like, it it was good. Like around that time, everything was good. You were a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a kid, so everything was good, bro.
What's some of, because that Barone section, Martin Luther King, that Uptown section, a lot of rappers come from that section or that area.
Yeah.
What's some of the rappers from, you know, well, from New Orleans, period, you know, that inspired you?
Chop inspired me. Chop inspired me more realistically. Everybody else was like, I see it. Chop was the first nigga I seen. I see your little daddy video shoot. I'm like 12. Whenever he did that, whenever he shot that video, he brought Pete did it on Barone Martin Luther King, Jody Breeze, Wayne, Baby. That was my first time seeing real diamonds.
That's legendary.
He
bro.
came in that bitch. He had a Ferrari or something.
That's
The trunk was in the front. The engine was in the back.
That's the Ferrari he was in the video on.
The purple
the
one.
Blue, yeah,
the
purple.
I think it was purple.
Yeah.
You hear me? Yeah. So like the reality when it was like, damn, like fuck, like. You
So
hear me?
when Chop shot that video, you was about 12?
I was a kid for sure. I don't know exactly. It was before the hurricane. Yeah. So I know I was young. I couldn't have been no teenager yet. That's why I be saying 12 for sure.
Damn. Okay.
Probably, cause I got a late birthday. My birthday in November, so I could have been 11, finna make 12. Or, it don't matter, but you know, it was something
That's
like that.
Up. So Chopper was the inspiration to you?
Yeah, that was like my first reality. You see what I'm saying? Inspiration, cause you know.
To actually see it in the flesh.
I ain't never saw a rapper do nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen a rapper do nothing besides like, you know, they had the turkey giveaways and shit, but I ain't seen you for being a rapper. Like I ain't seen rappers ain't really do it. Like, but when I saw that, I said, damn, Lil Chuckett was a little dude. Like Lil Chuckett was young. That was before Lil Chuckett was even Young Money. Lil Chuckett was one of the little daddies in the video clapping. Like, yeah, like that's when, like you know, that was before the hurricane. That was probably before everybody grew up and really got into themselves. So
yeah, definitely.
that was like, well, I could say that was my first reality before, you know, the Chop first as far as reality. Then you know, definitely Wayne and all them. Juvenile for sure. To me, Juvenile like the coldest hot boy to me. Like
definitely.
the coolest, like, but then you know Wayne with the evolution of him, he my favorite one out of them, but Juvie the coolest one to me though. So it was them and Pimp Daddy and Slim them for sure. Yeah, Pimp Daddy. My daddy used to listen to Pimp Daddy, so Pimp Daddy for sure.
Shout out my boy Chop, man. I'm happy to hear that, bro.
Yeah, that's real life though.
Cause
that's real life.
I could see that. Me imagining the video right now. Chop was doing his thing. He had Wayne and
then you got to think he had to do his shit first. Because they shot the video and the remix in one day. So he had to do all his shit first, and then so it's a whole crowd just out there just for him at first, right? And then you start seeing trailers come out there. You like, man, who coming out the trailer? Now you see Jody Breeze. You see Wayne, you see Birdman, you see Diddy, you like, Lord, not a whole.
Shout out my boy
then
Chop,
that bitch
man.
blocked off the right way, like it's blocked off on Aretha Castle Haley, and it's blocked off. You can't come down Barone and pass the store up.
Yeah, we paid.
You hear me? All that bitch was blocked out. It was a real video shoot. It wasn't like no.
It was for real.
I'm outside and it's just like no. It was like this bitch really blocked off the right way, barricades and everything like. So yeah, like that bitch was gangster, like for sure. I always give him that. Cause that shit, what I'm alive for.
No, but I could imagine you being from there and saying what you saying. Cause like I say, I'm not from here, and when I watch the video, there's a lot of people out there for the video.
Brother,
so
I'm sleep.
I could imagine you being from that section.
It's the summer. It's the summer. All you hear. Now we stay on the street, so you know people come down the street, so it could be anybody playing music, but the music ain't leave.
Right.
So we go outside, we like, man, what the fuck is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? What this is? They setting up. That boy come hit the block, boom. Then you know he on that superstar rapper shit. He loving the kids, running up to the car. He like, yeah, bro, you know. But I don't know, you know, I don't know him or nothing, but bitch, I'm a kid. You gonna have to let me touch this bitch and do all that searching and shit. Yeah, man, I won't do that. But it's buku us. It ain't like it's just me. It's the whole, every little kid in that bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that was the, you know, hit them hard era. Like, that was, they was grown enough to understand what was going on. I'm just a kid living in the moment. Like, they could understand what was going on in that bitch. I'm just a kid living in the moment, you hear me? So,
damn, bro.
For sure. Yeah, I always give them that respect for that, for sure.
So how,
You won't sit right here, huh? You won't sit next to me and do this.
No, I love you.
Look,
Shout out my boy Chop is in the building. So how did you and from the video? So you're saying the video is what kind of motivate you, but you were still a youngster at the time.
Yeah, for sure.
So at what age, about what time you and Chop got closer to where you was like, man, you know, you and him linked up and built your relationship?
From 2020, I went on a run. I was dropping tape, shooting all the videos, then drop a tape, then shoot all the videos, then drop a tape, then shoot most of the videos, then drop a tape, then shoot all the videos. He couldn't help it. Like, when they hit, and all you hear is Baron, and niggas like, man, who is that?
So you was putting your work in?
Yeah, niggas like, who is that? Next thing you know, that boy called me. You know what I'm saying? That boy called me. I'm
That's
like,
what's up. That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Because that shit don't happen like that, because we from all sections. We're not from a project to where, you know what I'm saying? So when niggas ask, you know, niggas who from certain projects, you know, they go down the ladder. Who, if you from the East, most likely you get fee, currency. If you from Uptown, you know, you go get the Magnolia, most likely. You know what I'm saying? Because Birdman the biggest thing to come, so you go get that Magnolia shit. But for me to be from my section, that's the biggest to do it. Like who did it from my section? So it's actually from, you know, like, you know, I know Birdman from Saratoga and all that, but you know, they not looking like and saying Baron, like they not Baron, no. So for, you know, so that's it. Like, it's like.
So what was that feeling like when Chop first started calling you? Like, I know y'all locked in now, so it's kind of normal. But like when he first started calling you, like how they feel? Because I'm asking that because I still look at him a certain way, and he be calling me. I'm like, it's Chopper calling, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we be running it on the phone. So I like, what was your feeling when he first started calling and y'all first started communicating?
Man, I just felt like, I called my little brother and I'm like, man, guess who called me? Them bitches like, who? I'm like, Chop.
I can feel
Cause we all, cause only niggas from my hood go know that. Niggas from my hood and my family, cause real shit happened in my family that day, and that day was that was one of them childhood memories that you can remember vividly. Like, I don't care how old I done got, like, but you remember when Chop came out that video right there, if you was from out here, like, you remember that day. So niggas like, bitch, that's a good look, bitch, with that bitch on. Like, I'm like, bitch, I don't know, that bitch called me, you know, I ain't gonna say how that bitch called me, but that bitch called me on that, bro. He called me like, bitch, what's up? Like, that bitch had it like that life, you hear me? So I'm like, oh, that bitch done hit me up. Cause look, fuck, I'm like, what that? I'm like, man, but you know, nigga gotta play it slow. You know how this rap shit go, man. Nigga, say you a dream if you trying to buy it, like, you know. So it's like, but I talk that shit. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I could feel that because the nigga called me right when he first started calling me. I'm like, we on the phone. This nigga talking like he a regular nigga, but I'm not looking at him like a regular nigga.
Yeah, you like he Chop.
I'm like, man, nigga, this shot, but we good now. You know what I'm saying? We Gucci because I do my thing too, so I can feel that, bro. Yeah, Chop a real one, bro. I don't care,
for sure, bro.
Chop definitely a real one. But so how many projects you dropped so far today, 2025?
I ain't dropped none. So
that
was that bitch be getting on my ass about. I just been working hard. See, my partner that I came in the game with, rest in peace, Lou Vegas. Me and him came in there together. Like, when I was on my grind, he was on his grind as far as shooting the videos. He did all my visuals.
But that's what I'm saying. I just heard you say you shot video this song. So, like, the videos is up on YouTube?
Oh, no, all that's still up. All that's still good. Everything's still on there.
You dropped. That's still a drop.
That's
for
sure. All that's still in there.
If you drop the video, that's a drop.
All that's in there. Just go to YouTube and type in Beaux Leaux, spell it Creole. It's all gonna pop up, the fake stuff. For sure, you hear me?
Now, I'm a DJ, right? So I'm very musically inclined, been musically inclined my whole life.
Right.
But I heard your music. I definitely heard a hit. I heard a hit song today.
Right.
That first one, the very first one
you put on. That's on that Black Horse and Gorilla Emotes.
That's a hit song.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You know? And then we turn around. There's a big artist from Philadelphia.
Right.
You did a song with. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, Chop set that up, man. Chop said, guess who you on a song with, bitch? I'm like, bitch.
It don't get no real.
Bitch, you on a song with Cass. I wish that bitch would have told me, though. Cause you know that bitch spontaneous. That bitch came pick me up one day, we eating and talking.
He don't tell you what he about to do.
Bitch, you want to go to the studio? Bitch, I been trying to go to the studio. What's up? It's a feature that Cassidy the song on. I'm like, all right, well, fuck, I ain't doing no tripping because I'm going to hold my own on the song. I ain't tripping, but bitch, I used to fuck with Cassidy. Like, you know, that was, I really fucked with that bitch. Like, bitch, boy, if I knew Cassidy was on that bitch, I would have, you know what I'm saying? But nah, though, that bitch was gangster, though, because niggas ain't doing nothing, bro. Like, niggas talk that shit. Niggas not doing nothing, bro. Bro.
So how was that? Hold on. I don't mean to cut you. How was that feeling doing the song when you knew? So before you wrote your verse, you knew?
I ain't even write the verse.
You freestyled?
Yeah. He came, got me, and we went, did to the studio. It wasn't no time. Dude uploaded the song and was like, I want you to get on this one. I'm like, I bet, play it.
Before you did your verse, you knew Cassidy was going to be on that?
No.
So you just went
Not at all. I thought it probably was going to be another song because he gave me a verse when we first started me, so I know I got to give him a verse. Man, I've been wanting to give him a verse.
Damn,
so I got to give him a verse. So this time for the verse. Because at first he told me about somebody else supposed to be on. I'm like, all right, I ain't tripping. It's good, whatever. So then he called me back like, you heard the song? I'm like, what song? The song we did. I'm like, yeah, he sent me no. Go listen to it again. He sent it to me. Boom, that's the nice Cash song. Because at first all I heard was chorus, chop, chorus, me, chorus.
Chopper a genius.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why I say that. Because if he'd have told you Cassidy was on that song, maybe you would have tried too hard on your verse.
Right.
So maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. He wanted you to be yourself on that song.
Right.
So you're not going to say, man, Cassidy about to be on that. You just putting you on the song. So now, boom. You're not trying extra hard because Cassidy on that. You're just doing what you do.
Right.
Exactly why I did that.
Yeah. The boy genius.
Because he won't make a hit. He know I like them bars for real. I've been to try to go ahead and
because you'll drop a better verse just doing you than knowing, because no motherfucker will try harder if I'm going to do a song with this artist, you know. And then that might not be your best verse when you're trying to try too hard.
Right. I ain't give a fuck because I know I ain't going to spit it if it ain't nice. So either way it go.
Damn, bro. It'd be a pleasure to be around. Like I said, I'm not from New Orleans. I'm a big fan of New Orleans, period. Just the city. Before it even get to the people in the city, I just love New Orleans. So just me doing these interviews with y'all is always a pleasure for me on my end. You know what I'm saying? Because I love to hear y'all stories. The Barome, I've always heard about that coming up, 6 and Barome from you.
Because there's a lot of sections within. There's a lot of sections within the project. Like the project is. The project but you got sections like Josephine that's all the way stamped. Yeah. Like that, you know, it's sections that still, like all the niggas, like all my partners, hit 'em hard bars and shit, like all the older niggas that's off my hood, they stamp like for being around. So it's the projects for sure. Like I get why they get it, cause you know, but it's sections around every project. It's neighborhoods around every project. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't have to necessarily run in the project. You could have been your own man where you at and been good. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally understand.
Yeah.
See, I'm from the hood where I'm from. Yeah. So we not big as New Orleans, but we got our projects. Then it's still sections that's not the project, but that's still the hood. You know what I'm saying? So I understand the whole motion of it. Yeah. You know, so New Orleans is a music city, right? But New Orleans is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna say crazy. That's not the right word. Crazy.
Nah, that big crazy because it's that.
Yeah, it's all over the place. Like before the No Limit Cash Money Big Boy era, you had the Bounce, you know, T.T. Tucker and all that, Everlasting, Hitman and all that. Then Master P came. This is on my visual, what I seen in New Orleans. Like Master P came with the No Limit. He brought kind of a gangster thing to it. Then I know Cash Money was already doing their thing before No Limit locally, but I would say No Limit went nationwide for New Orleans first, before Cash Money. So you had that No Limit Cash Money era. I would say that was the biggest era of the New Orleans scene.
The music scene.
If you would ask me. Now that these two big labels is gone, they not here no more. You think that's like that make it a little harder for the artists from New Orleans try to come up, rather than when you could have just went right there to No Limit or Cash Money to try to get on?
I think it play a part. I think it play a part for sure, because you got people like, when you hear stories like about I forgot the rapper name from New York though, but Mace tried to sign him. and dude felt like he was in a bad deal or whatever, but at the end of the day, you still was in something that gave you some type of light.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you got so many people that they've been hustling, grinding, rapping, and ain't nobody never did nothing to the point where how long you think a nigga go be hustling, grinding, rapping in that hood? And if he really a street person like he say he is, because this bitch love you, like you could get love either way, but this bitch super love you if you rapping about what you talking about and you living about what you talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how long you think them dudes go survive if nobody really coming? Like you know what I'm saying? I think it play a part, but I can't say it's everything because we don't know the business. Because even them dudes was their own type of hustlers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even they got where they was at their own way.
Right.
So I feel like we probably just need as many rappers as we got. We need more people to be thinking business too. You know what I'm saying? Because the game changed now. You know what I'm saying? Now it's bloggers and all that. Like you know what I'm saying? It's who to pay. It's because you could be cool as a motherfucker. Like, but who go really unless you get all the stamps? Who go finna come tell you? Who finna come be like? All right, yeah, him. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, oh yeah, him right there. Who really picking like that? Nah, niggas ain't really picking. And who go pick? Like I just told you, like if you from the East, your probably first call will be a currency or fee call. If they could vouch and the right people could say, all right, he really out the East and he really cool.
Right.
And if you from uptown or something, you go eventually get, if the right stamps, you go eventually get the Birdman call. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's really all you got. That's really all, and that's just to holler at them people. That ain't really so much of a opportunity, you know. I'm not, not to doubt it, but I'm just saying like.
Right.
Who?
I'm not too familiar with the like bars in the section, how close people is.
All right.
Say you off of Barone and Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King.
The 6 in Barone, about how far that is? That's the same area with Martin Luther King?
No.
That's a whole different situation.
It ain't. It's different for sure. It's different for sure, but it's not.
That's crazy.
Listen, 6 in Barone is Cross Jackson going to Washington, like on Washington, because that's when the streets start going first, third, second.
Yeah.
But from Jackson to Washington, you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
But that's like probably, I don't know exactly, but that's a few blocks, probably 12 blocks or more. You know, something like that. That's a whole other. In they section, they got hoods. They got 6 and B. They got 2nd and D.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you just got Washington, just that's people. You know, so it got drives in the middle of that. You see what I'm saying? So that's way. I ain't gonna say it's way over there, but it's over there though, because Barone run all the way from the CBD all the way down.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You all the way down, but it's all still considered uptown though for sure.
The question I was getting to, because I know like UNLV, like that's my homie, and Tech too. I was asking if UNLV was, but I didn't know. I know they rep Barone, 6 in Barone.
Yeah, 6 and B.
So I was asking, if they was a kind of influence.
Nah, I ain't never seen them.
I know you kind of younger. That was a whole.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't never. I mean, I heard their music. I heard their songs. They had the fire beats. Like they had some cold-blooded beats. And then when I grew up and really heard the stories, it's like niggas out my hood know them or know of them, but I don't have no type of relationship with them or nothing like that. But I respect their legacy of what they meant to the city for sure. Especially like they got the code like that Dragon by the River beat, and that 6 in Barone beat. Like,
because I hear a lot of other rappers that's probably the generation after you or something.
Yeah.
That generation before you. A lot of them salute their UNLV. They be like,
they them for sure. Everybody that say, bro.
I didn't know how far that was on the Barone.
Yeah, that's because I'm on Barone and MLK. So that's down there. That's down there. But
now, what about Soulja Slim? I hear so much about Soulja Slim. So was Soulja Slim an influence for you?
I can't say.
Was before you?
It's before my time, but I can't say it influenced me as an artist. I just know like that's like dude was it.
Yeah.
Like dude was if you had to like fit in dude the purest what you go get from that type of person.
Yeah, because I always hear, he the New Orleans Tupac.
Yeah, like that's the purest it's go. That's the purest it's go get. You living what you rapping about. You really like that. You could go and get every respect that you know what I'm saying, and you keeping it all the way funky with everybody. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, like for that, like you influenced me to make sure I keep it real. Yeah. Like if make sure like keep it like that. But dude like to know he got his own bop on how he is. So I can't say he just influenced because it's like, imagine what he would have been. Like, it's like you can only imagine how he would have impacted the industry, like that would have made every New Orleans nigga really feel like we there. He would have made everybody feel like we made it.
Right.
Cause you the real thing. Like that's the best cut we could have got in there. That's the best cut we could have got in there.
What's your plans going forward? You plan on signing with a major? You plan on keeping it independent, start with your own record label? Like, what's your plans in the music game?
Honestly, bro, I know people say you're supposed to think like that, but I'm so focused on grinding. I'm so focused on putting the work in because I know it come from the work that I feel like, oh, let's go play itself out. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I don't have a plan, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, oh, let's go play itself out for me in my situation. Because, you know, you hear different situations, like you hear people that then said, you know, they took a deal and it was a bad deal, but they had a plan and they knew they was go, you know, do what they had to do to get out the deal. So, and you got people like the Dolphs of the world that kept it independent all the way through and through. So I feel like my plan just to keep hustling and keep grinding and let that play itself out. Cause I'm gonna rock with the best situation. I gotta do what I gotta do for my family either way. So that's how I'm really feeling about it.
I got this next question. We got a few legends. I got a lot of knowledge in the music game.
Talk that shit, bro.
We got Chop in here. I know he got a lot of knowledge in the music game. What would you say, what you think the most important thing is being a rapper, being in the music game? The most important thing that you have to do?
As far as business or as far as the music?
It's business.
Business?
Yeah, it's 90% business.
No, for sure. I think the biggest part, I think it's just being honest with yourself and being realistic with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because like to say, you know your situation better than anybody know your situation, right? So if independent sound, if that work for you, if you're a hustling motherfucker, right? And you know you could get the money, then do it yourself. But if you know you ain't really got it like that and you need that advance or whatever to give you that upstart, because you know you go turn it and flip it into something because of how you know how your music is interacting with people and you know you can turn it into some money, then take that. So I think when you with yourself, because everybody fall for the character, like it's so much of what they want you to be or what they say gotta be that, but when you really that, it all work out for you. You see what I'm saying? When you really that, you get all out. Like look how many people who really that who get multiple opportunities because you really that. You see what I'm saying? And then you get the one hit wonders because you probably went above your head or didn't know what you was really doing. So I think you just gotta know. I think you just gotta know the business and just know yourself. Okay. Like you know what I'm saying? And just be true to yourself in this shit. Like that's what I really believe.
That make a lot of sense in what you're saying.
Yeah, like because if you're not mentally, like how they say most shit is mental. Like if you're not mentally strong, this bitch go fuck you because that's what it's looking for. That's what it's looking to do. Like if somebody doing a deal with you, they giving you money with expectations on not only getting my money back, but having a profit off of the money I gave you, right? That's how everybody feel. If they go, it ain't that much love in this bitch. Niggas ain't just saying off the love, unless this your circle of shit that's fucking with you. You see what I'm saying? If not, you gotta see how that shit makes sense for a nigga.
Everything I can say, you said just now, especially the last couple of bars you said, is all facts. And what I'm saying is, it go with what you said.
Right.
I think the first thing every artist should do is get a business lawyer.
Right, for sure. For sure.
And they go with everything what you just said, because a business lawyer keep everything in order for you.
Right.
Soon as you're trying to figure something out, I'm dealing with this, you got your business lawyer on deck. Yeah. I think that's the first thing. If I was rapping and trying to pursue a career, the first thing I would do is get me a business lawyer. Right, especially when you're dealing with that type of shit. Because I watched the interview and I didn't know, you heard me, your boy done put it what the word perpetuity was. You know what I'm saying? Like when it was like purpose, and I can't tell you what it means exactly, but I know to look for that word when it come to contracts and shit. Like that type of shit you don't know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It could be all kind of words. It's type of lingo you don't know. Yeah. And you reading it like, how much you said I'm gonna get? Nah, it's fine print. It's fine print in this bitch, gang. Now, if you just that cold of a hustler, you know, man, I'm finna, they don't know, they just think I'm this. Watch how I'm finna flip that. Then go with your move. But you know, you gotta know that lingo, gang, else you won't get it on with them dudes. It ain't the 90s. You ain't finna walk in the label with a bat like Ice Cube and think you finna get your money, bro. It ain't like that. So look, I heard some of your song, I can see you a spitter, but a lot of people think New Orleans is all about bounce. But they got a lot of spitters in A&O.
Fucking
like
right.
Some serious spitters.
Fucking right. That's what it's because.
That's why I say it's so crazy.
But that's what's crazy. I'm happy you said that. I'm happy you said that. Because I don't see how y'all think we got. I understand why it bounced, right? Because that is a stronghold. Like, I think DC got its form of bounce too. Wherever go-go music. Everybody got their type of shit, right? But how y'all think after Wayne there was no more Waynes? That's what I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, if y'all say Wayne the greatest rapper alive, right? I don't think the water he came out of, right? Or like Juvenile, I get it. Like bounce is a thing, like that, and we got Big Freedom, we got people, and bounce. I feel like but it's like even when I was on my run with that shit, and I'm bar, metaphor. Then they start saying, oh, well, it ain't all about bars. It ain't. You got to make a hit.
You got to make a hit.
It ain't all about bars. You can rap your ass off. So now, motherfucker, what y'all want? Nah, it ain't about what they want. Just keep being true to yourself. Cause the motherfucker, I'm telling you.
You just gotta keep doing you.
Do you, bro. Don't let them make you feel like, I get the business side of it. You do need to make a hit. You do need something everybody won't. Yeah, I get that part of it, but not to the point of where you go lose yourself to get it. That's what I mean. Like, nah, always be yourself. Don't play too much into the character. Always be yourself. Don't play too much into the character, bro. Cause that's their narrative.
Right, yeah. That's the thing, be yourself.
If they build you, they could tear you down. If you build yourself, only you could tear you down.
The good thing about being yourself, because you could get in there and make a club hit that go take off, right?
And then what?
But let's say, if you being yourself and you make this song that people go riding it called, it's still a hit, but it's not a club hit.
Right.
But once it's a hit, it's going to automatically be a club hit because if everybody listening to it, you play it in the club, they still going to like it because they listening to it.
I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this.
That's not really a club song.
You think dude was like, this go kill a club. Dude was getting that off.
Yeah.
And that bitch turned into, y'all gotta play that.
It was just being him.
Y'all then he, hold up, wait a minute. You see what I'm saying? So it's be yourself, bro. Everybody, your shit go hit, gang.
I don't know what you call him a perfect example for that too. Zero. I don't know if they big on Zero in New Orleans.
Nah, I heard on though.
Zero is real big back
in Houston and all that,
Yeah, and he don't make club music at all. He make heartfelt music.
Yeah.
But they still play it in the club.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he being himself, and so many people listening to it in their cars, in their house. So when they hear it in the club, you know they're going off on it.
And that's why I be at with it. I'm moved like that. Ways. Like if you love me for what song gave you the chill bumps? What song gave you that thrill? Like love me for that, cause I'm gonna be me for sure. Like I'm gonna be me. If I'm in the mood and the vibe and have the energy to do one of them, I'll do it. That's just naturally vibing in the studio. But I'm true. Like, come on, Wayne fan go love him for what? A Juvenile fan go love him for what? A Chris Brown fan go love him for what?
Right.
Everybody go love your art. And then now these days, you got people who feel like, oh, he's this stan, like he's this type of like Dave East. You know what I'm saying? Benny the Butcher. All of them got their lanes of people and they still shining. Like it's not, you don't have to go character gimmicky route. Like if you make good music, it's go get played, bro. It's money, it's too much money out here for them not to, you know what I'm saying? It's too much, bro. You just gotta get yours. Yeah, but now look, I ain't gonna lie though. If you from the city though, you gotta get you one though. You got it, I ain't gonna lie. However.
Oh, talking about a hit?
No, you gotta fuck with one of them. Cause that's just the homage part of the game.
Gotta fuck with one of them what? Though?
Because everybody, you got niggas from Detroit, you got everybody who sample a Manny Fresh beat and dog, Jello, I might swerve
Detroit
in that corner
crazy on Manny
Jello
Fresh
made a
beats.
song, I might swerve in that corner whoa. That's the whole bop.
Yeah.
If a nigga from New Orleans make it, and it could be cold, they don't much look at it like, ugh. Somebody else from somewhere else come with get the producers, Black and Mild, or anybody to do it, and then they put it out, and it's like, oh, they get it.
Bro, the biggest people, Beyonce taking New Orleans shit. Everybody.
Yeah, that's just how the game go, I guess.
But Detroit, they.
But see, we don't have. It's like we don't really have like no. It's like we don't have nobody speaking for the. And I don't think nobody really can. We don't have nobody that speak for the whole city. Like, you know how New York get mad at somebody and then New York come together and be like, we ain't fucking with this. Like, we don't have enough. I don't want to keep making shit like what we don't have, dog, because I know because everybody's still hustling, but at the same time, it's a fact. Like, we don't have no landlord of this bitch, or we don't have that much opportunity for a motherfucker to be turning down the opportunity. So you can't tell a DJ or somebody who own the rights to something not to go fuck with Drake and Beyonce because who else go fuck with them if they don't? Get your money. You see what I'm saying? Like, who else go fuck with them? So it's like a nigga, you can't just... That's just how I feel about it, bro. Like, you see what I'm saying?
I'm on the outside looking in because I ain't from here. But I saw the difference when Cash Money blew up and got to another level and they was in Miami and everywhere. And No Limit had them just, No Limit was on their downfall or whatever. Not to call it down, whatever was going on with No Limit. I saw the difference because I saw the hype of New Orleans when the No Limit, the Cash Money was active.
Right.
Versus when they wouldn't hear no more. I saw the difference. So now it's like the original thing of New Orleans was the bounce, and it looked like the original thing is back now with the new bounce.
Yeah. But they just gotta take what we got too, bro. Like it is bounce, but we got talent. Yeah.
No, I know they got.
Like it's a lot of niggas. It's a lot of niggas out here who colder than a lot of niggas who getting on, but. It's part of the avenues to getting on. Like, I stayed in Chicago for a little while, right? Mm-hmm. They got a ladder. It's basically like an imaginary ladder. Like, if you do this, if you meet this person, that come with this opportunity. If you got there, it's for a reason. Mm-hmm. It's like out here, you can meet everybody who they say you need to meet, and then what? Right. So it's still all on you. So that's why I always say, keep going, brother. Just keep going, because you could have 80,000 followers and you done met everybody. Everybody know you. Everybody said you the coolest. Everybody like, man, you cool. But like, if you in Chicago and you done met Chance the Rapper and you done met Lil Durk and you done met them dudes, it's only a matter of time for the label. Like, come on.
Right.
Come on. I'll tell you done met this person, that person, that person, and you feel like, man, what the fuck? And so now you getting your money off the music, but what you know to invest in if you're a street nigga. You go invest in what you know. So now you spending too much time doing that. When a nigga go have that, don't do that no more. All right, now you don't need to do that no more. Because that's all them dudes did. They got to a point where I don't need to do that no more because I'm making more or the exact same thing from doing that. So why I keep doing that? So you can't tell a nigga not to do that if...
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You can't come tell me that if you're not trying to... And I'm not saying you supposed to just give a nigga nothing, bro. But people know what the fuck a nigga... You know what a nigga need, bro. Nigga need the freedom to go be creative. You need the freedom to go be creative. What's stopping you from being creative? Right. If I was that type of nigga, what's stopping you from to where you can't go 100%?
Right.
Go. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
And look, I'm gonna back up a little bit to the Chicago. This how crazy music is. So Chief Keef from Chicago. Right. So you remember the diss song he did about New Jersey?
Right.
About Blow New Jersey. Yeah, but Blow New Jersey. So I'm in New Jersey, right?
Right.
I'm in a club. I'm talking about we in a hood club. We in a ratchet.
Right.
In that bit. A hole in the wall. Man, they played that fucking song when he dissing New Jersey. Mm-hmm. Man, they turning up in that bit. I'm talking about they to the part when he said, I'm gonna blow New Jersey up there in the whole club in New Jersey, turning up on Chief Keef dissing New Jersey. Yeah. Like the music, the shit crazy, bro.
That's that thing though. That's that finito, that thing though. Mm-hmm. You can't be mad. You know he ain't talking about y'all. You know he ain't really talking about y'all.
But it fucked me up because I'm out there, I'm like, man, that nigga.
Well, you was in Newark?
I don't know why. I was in Newark, New Jersey.
Newark.
Yeah,
that's how they
call it. Newark.
Yeah, that's one of them. That's where Sue surfing them from.
Yeah, bro. We was in some little hood club. They played the song, the nigga dissing New Jersey. I'm like, man, this shit crazy. They turning up on that shit.
Man, that's it, bro. I'm telling you. But you know that's this New Orleans something special, bro. Nigga just gotta tap in with us on everybody, bro. Or nigga just gotta be Young Dolph and turn this bitch up. Yeah. Whatever a nigga hustle is, but only you know. That's why I keep saying be yourself, be true to yourself. Cause one thing about this bitch, it probably ain't gonna make you blow, but this bitch will make sure you don't blow. Man, and you know what I'm saying? This bitch will make sure you don't blow. So if you can survive this bitch, you can survive anywhere, bro.
Big facts.
If you over there, stay over there. Thank you. MVP coming soon. Morals, values, and principles. Thank you, Nitty TV, man. It's been an honor, bro.
Man, shit, we linked in now, bro.
Man, you know that.
Already, bro.
You know that, brother.
Nitty TV, man, we out, man.
My dog.
You have to catch that on Nitty TV, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Only on Nitty. Only on the Nitty. Only on Nitty. It's exclusive. And this is